Hey everyone, Video Game Lover here, and today, the Sega Game Gear turns 30 years old today in Japan. Didn't come out in 91 in the US, but this handheld came out in October 6, 1990. So, crazy thing that this handheld is 30 years old. So the Sega Game Gear, it was Sega's answer to the Game Boy. And what the Game Gear had that the Game Boy didn't was a backlit screen, and it was in color. The hardware in the Game Gear is a lot more powerful than the Game Boy. However, it came at a dramatic price. This thing was $100 more than the Game Boy, and you needed 6 batteries. They only last 4 hours, while the Game Boy lasted 30 hours on 4 AA's. So yeah, that's kind of why this system didn't do as well as a lot of people wished it did, because of the backlit screen. You know, the battery life just wasn't there yet, unfortunately. But nonetheless, the Sega Game Gear is a really nice handheld. However, though, I use my Vita to play my Game Gear games because it just looks way better. Fortunately, now finding Game Gears is a little bit tough because of, you know, the capacitors and things like that. However, though, I heard that the Majesco Game Gear that came out in 2000 or 2001 actually has a better screen, and you don't have to worry about the capacitors. They're very durable. So be on the lookout on that. You notice those red, green, blue symbols? If you see them black and white, that's the Majesco Game Gear. So be on the lookout for that. But I want to show off all my Game Gear games I've accumulated for about 3 years. I've been collecting, you know, Sega Game Gear. I was going to do it in the bed, but look who's sleepy. Yeah, the Animusha Warrior. So anyways, let's get started. NBA Jam. I actually picked this up not too long ago. It's a pretty... I saw this in my second char for like 6 years. Nobody will pick it up, so I was like, okay, screw it, I'll pick it up. So yeah, NBA Jam on the Game Gear, that's a pretty decent version. Here's NBA Jam Tournament Edition, which is awesome. I gotta have every version of that game. Mortal Kombat 1, this version's a lot better than the Game Boy version. Way, way better. Mortal Kombat 2, really good version of Mortal Kombat 2. This is one of the most underrated games on the Sega Game Gear. I was able to get this for $5. It's on my Instagram. Tails Avenger. Really fun game for the Game Gear. One of the most underrated Sonic games. Disney's Aladdin. Fantastic game. I do need to live stream this game one of these days. It's not... By the way, this is extremely different to the Genesis version. Batman Returns. I did a review of this game. This game is amazing. It plays like Shinobi. Sonic Triple Trouble, great game, but the Chaos Emeralds are so bullshit in this game. I don't know why they made it to, if you don't get the Chaos Emeralds, you get the bad ending. Sonic Chaos, I love this game a lot. That's a good one. Sonic 2, the Master System Genesis one is better. Columns, the only reason I got this was because this is a launch title and I was missing it. Aerial Assault, one of the only few shmups that was on the Game Gear in the US, and this one's okay. T2, the arcade game, this version's a lot better than the Game Boy version. This one's actually pretty decent. T2 Judgment Day, this was the game that Video Game Cavern accidentally gave me, so they gave me T2, the arcade game, but they decided to still give me this for free. So I got this game for free, essentially. Really, I haven't really played a whole lot of it, but what it is, it seems okay. Streets of Rage 2. This is actually a pretty good version of Streets of Rage 2. Considering it was on the Game Gear, this one is really nice. And Ren and Stimpy. This one's a good game. Axe Battler. I reviewed this game a while back. I didn't really like this game a whole lot. I did finish it, but this game has a lot of issues. I didn't really like Axe Battler that much. And Jurassic Park, which is very different to the Genesis version. This game's actually pretty good. Now, the last remaining Game Gear games I have are all in their cases. We got Sonic 1, which is a great game. The Lion King, it's missing a couple levels, but it's not a bad version. Primal Rage, of course, I gotta have this. This is a really good version. I did a review on this 2 years ago. Really a good version. Hallie Wars, which, let me show you. Paid $5 for this game. This game goes for 20. This is one, in my opinion, this is one of the best shmups on the Game Gear. This is a really good game. But there are more shmups on the Game Gear, but a lot of them didn't come out in the US. And last but not least, these two are my favorite Game Gear games. These are so much fun, simple, pick up and play, kind of like fighting games. The Power Ranger game. Power Rangers and Power Rangers the movie. Awesome Power Rangers games. So yeah, that's my Game Gear collection. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 Game Gear games, I think. I could be wrong, but I have 24 Game Gear games. So yeah, that's my Sega Game Gear collection, and my favorite, some of my favorite games are, of course, the Power Ranger games, Sonic 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Sonic Chaos, Tales of Adventure, Hallie Wars. I mean, the Game Gear is a really good handheld, but you're better off, I mean, if you want to collect for it, that it's really good because the games are very cheap. But the thing is that you're better off with an emulator. That way you can play awesome Game Gear games that didn't come out. For example, did you know that there was 3 Shining Force Game Gear games? We only ended up getting just 1. But in Japan, there were 3. So, and the one that came out in the US is actually the second one that was in Japan. So, but nonetheless, the Game Gear, it may have its flaws, but it's still a really awesome handheld. I love the Sega Game Gear a lot. And I played a lot of it back in quarantine and all that. And it's a really nice handheld. Maybe one of these days I'll find a Majesco Game Gear. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this collection. Happy 30th anniversary to the Sega Game Gear. Keep those sleeping like an angel. I'll see you guys later. Peace.